Picture this. You're watching a video of a new humanoid robot. The engineers are proud. It has silicone skin that looks like yours. It has eyes that move. It even smiles. But as you watch it, you don't feel impressed. Instead, you feel a cold, oily shiver slide down your back. There is something fundamentally wrong with the way its mouth moves. Its eyes have a glassy, vacant stare that feels like a void. You feel a sudden, intense urge to look away. You might even feel a slight wave of nausea. You tell yourself it's just a machine. You blame the weird lighting. You think you're just being cynical about technology. But you're wrong. That physical revulsion is an ancient security protocol. It is a biological rejection. Your brain has flagged that robot as a critical threat. It isn't seeing a cool invention. It is seeing a defective human. To the Sentinel in your marrow, it is dangerous. You just experienced the Uncanny Valley. For 99% of our history, almost human meant extinction. In 1970, Masahiro Mori noticed a pattern. Affinity for a robot increases as it becomes more human-like. We love R2-D2 or Wall-E. They look like boxes. They are cute. We feel safe. But as you add hair and realistic skin, the graph doesn't keep climbing. It falls off a cliff. It plunges into a deep, dark trench. At 50% human, we see a cute machine. But at 98%, we see a human with a problem. We see a person who is off. Your visual cortex and social centers go into civil war. One part says, that's a person. The other says, no, that's an object. This conflict creates cognitive dissonance. Nature couldn't wait for us to invent microscopes. It had to give us a visual antivirus. Think about a human infected with a deadly disease. Their skin changes texture. Their eyes become dull. Their movements become jerky or asymmetrical. For millions of years, looking wrong was being lethal. The ancestor who was kind to the person who looked almost right caught the infection. They died. But the ancestor who felt creeped out, you are the descendant of the people disgusted by the almost human. There is a second, darker layer to the valley. It has to do with the logic of the grave. What is the most human-looking thing that isn't a human? A corpse. A fresh corpse looks exactly like a person, but it is fundamentally different. It is stationary. It is cold. It has fixed mydriasis, dilated, unresponsive pupils. To the Sentinel in your blood, it is a terrifying anomaly. A human body that should be moving, but isn't. In the prehistoric world, a dead body wasn't just sad. It was a beacon for predators and a source of decay. When you look at a realistic robot that has slightly stiff movements or dead eyes, your brain's corpse detection circuit fires at 100% power. It sees the silicone skin and the lack of micro-expressions and concludes this is a body possessed by a strange force. This is why uncanny things feel ghoulish. You are reacting to your ancient fear of the dead walking. Evolution decided that a false alarm where you fear a doll is much cheaper than handling a plague-ridden body. But there is a third theory that is even more unsettling. It's the species rivalry theory. We think of Homo sapiens as the only humans.
But that is a lie of history. For most of our existence, we were not alone. We shared the world with Neanderthals and Denisovans. These were creatures that looked like us, wore clothes like us, and hunted like us. But they were not us. They were rivals. They competed for the same caves. In the brutal math of the Ice Age, a rival is the most dangerous enemy. They can infiltrate your camp. They can mimic your sounds. The Uncanny Valley might be a species recognition filter. It is a way to identify someone not part of your genetic line. Have you noticed a creepy doll become scarier when it moves? This is because movement is the ultimate purity test. Human movement is incredibly complex. It's a symphony of hundreds of tiny muscles. We have micro-expressions, tiny twitches. These are the secret handshakes of the human species. They tell us the person is alive, sane, and healthy. When a robot moves, it lacks these micro-expressions. Its movement is too smooth or too jerky. Its eyes don't track with its head. To the Sentinel, this is a failed mimic. Like a predator trying to whistle like a bird, but failing. The moment the almost human moves, its mask slips. Your brain detects the lack of biological noise and sounds the alarm. Today, we are surrounding ourselves with the valley. We have AI influencers with perfect skin. We have deepfake videos where faces are grafted. We have digital humans in video games, indistinguishable from reality. And our Sentinel is in a state of permanent crisis. Every day, your ancient brain is receiving contradictory signals. Your eyes see a face that says friend, but your uncanny detection says object. We call it digital fatigue or Zoom fatigue. Part of that exhaustion comes from your brain running a 2-million-year-old predator pathogen scan. The Uncanny Valley is no longer a rare encounter. It is the baseline of the 21st century. We are forcing our hardware to process pretenders. The Sentinel is screaming that we are surrounded by ghosts. So the next time you look at an AI face and feel that familiar creeped out sensation, don't try to suppress it. Don't feel irrational. That feeling is a miracle. It is the visual echo of every survivor. It is the purity protocol that kept ancestors safe from the plague, from the grave, and from the rivals who tried to take their fire. That shiver is the sound of your DNA protecting its own integrity. We live in a world of mirrors and silicon, but your blood still remembers the savannah. The uncanny is a reminder that you know exactly what it means to be human, and exactly what it means to be not. The Sentinel is still on watch. It's still checking the faces. As long as you can still feel that shiver, you are still tethered to the winners. Sleep light. Listen to the shiver. The valley feels so deep because it keeps the dead
on their side of the line. The fire is burning. I'll see you in the next one.